guys, welcome back to my channel. It is currently Thursday, July 18th. It's currently 9:58 in the morning. So today is Thursday and I typically upload a new video on Thursday. However, I always film on Wednesdays because I'm a last minute kind of person. And yesterday it was raining so much and it was really dark in my house, so I couldn't find good lighting and I didn't want to film. So I'm filming now, and it'll just be a late upload, or I might just skip a week. But I decided to do a real easy video. It's just gonna be my everyday makeup routine. I typically don't do makeup videos because it's not something that I'm really focusing my channel on. However, I do wear makeup. It's something I do. I'm just gonna show you what I do. I'll typically only fill in my eyebrows and then put on some mascara and then like a chapstick or something. I'm gonna actually try my best to do 2 videos, so I might as well film this one because why not? If at any point you enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't done so already, subscribe to my channel. It is right down below. Also, follow me on all my social media platforms. They will always be linked in the description box down below. And let's get started. So this is my mirror. It is very big and it's from Costco, I think. My aunt got it for me for Christmas and it lights up. I don't know if you'll be able to see that. See? So I typically will always start with a moisturizer, and this is the Hydrolife moisturizer from Dior. I put it on after I cleansed my face and everything this morning, so I'm gonna skip that step for now. The next step that I typically do is I will put on a primer. The first one I always use is the Too Faced Hangover RX primer. This one has coconut water in it and it's a moisturizing primer. And then I use Benefit Professional to fill in any of my pores and make my skin look smooth and ready for makeup. So I'm gonna start off with the Too Faced and then go in right after with the Professional. Okay, so now that that's done, I always do my eyebrows first, just because I feel like once you put foundation on it, it'll correct itself. I don't like to do the whole putting concealer on like to make them look nice. I just put on the foundation on top and it seems to work out just fine. I'm gonna use the Benefit Ka-Brow in the shade 5. I'm just gonna use the brush that it comes with right there. So typically how I do my eyebrows is I just follow the natural shape. I am not the best at doing eyebrows, so do not take advice from me because it's probably not right. So I'm just gonna go in and fill them in. Okay, so now that I filled my eyebrows in somewhat decently, I'm just gonna take a spoolie and brush them out. Okay, so I just fixed the height of the camera because it was being really low and I was slouching a lot. So I fixed it. Next, I'm gonna go in with a foundation. So the foundation I use is the Fenty Beauty foundation, and this is in the shade 220. However, I went on vacation and I think that this is a slightly too light and I should get a darker shade. However, it is the only one I have at the moment, so we're gonna use it because why not? And I feel like I can fix it with some contouring and some bronzer, so hopefully that'll work out. I'm just gonna use a very, very, very dirty beauty blender to blend it all in. Oh my god, look how nasty that looks. Can we talk about that? I'm gonna clean that because that's not hygienic. So I'm just gonna put one pump. Usually does a trick. However, if I need more, especially around my chin, I have a lot of like little acne scars, or not acne scars, pimple scars. And I have a couple pimples that just randomly decided to show up. So I'm gonna try my best to cover it, but I'm gonna start with one pump and add more if I need to. So Fenty foundation foundation does oxidize just a little bit, meaning it does get a little darker. So it does kind of work out, even though in the bottle it looks super duper light. It does oxidize just a little bit so that it'll match just a little bit better, but it is still a bit light because of the foundation shade. This is typically like my fall-ish shade when it's like not summer and I'm not tanning a lot, but I'm just gonna drag it down my neck and a little bit past each of my ears. So I'm next gonna put on the Tarte Shape Tape, and this is in the shade light medium. I feel like I can use medium, but I really need to get new makeup products. You can only get Tarte Shape Tape in America, so I always have to drive down to Buffalo and go to an Ulta. But I do know that you could order it online, but I hate ordering things online from America because you have to pay for the duties, and I just don't want that. But I'm just gonna apply concealer to my chin and around my nose. I don't typically apply it under my eyes just because I don't have really bad under eye or like dark circles under my eyes, so I don't really need to do that. Okay, next I take the Laura Mercier setting powder in the shade Translucent. This is the loose setting powder, and I just dump some in the lid. I'm gonna apply this to any of my T-zone areas to sort of bake. So I'm just gonna apply it under my eyes. Although I didn't apply concealer, I still get really oily under my eyes, along my T-zone, my eyelids especially, and then my chin. So I'm just packing it right underneath my eye and going along over top to my nose area. I don't know if you guys can see that. So right here up to my nose area. And I'm gonna repeat it on the other side as well, and along my eyelids as well, because my eyelids get really oily. And then I'm just gonna do my forehead, and I'm gonna do my chin. I look like a snowman. And then up my chin towards like any laugh lines or things like that, just because that's where my makeup tends to crease. And while that is sort of baking, doing its thing, I'm just gonna use the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer in the shade, I guess there is no shade, I guess it's just the original one. And I typically don't do eyeshadow, even if I'm doing a full face of makeup. I don't tend to do eyeshadow, but I'm gonna do a little bit today just because I'm filming. So I'm gonna apply it to my eyelids. So again, I do have typically oily eyelids, so I like to put on eyeshadow primer so that everything sticks and holds into place. So I'm gonna be using the Tartelette in Bloom palette just because it has a good mix of shimmery shades but also matte shades. Can you see that? I don't want to blind you guys. I haven't done my eyeshadow in a very long time, so we're gonna see how this goes. So I'm gonna do these three shades: Funny Girl, Sweetheart, and Rebel. I'm gonna put Sweetheart in my crease, Rebel in my outer V area, and then Funny Girl all over. Okay, so I applied Funny Girl all over my lid, and then I'm just gonna take the shade Sweetheart and dust it into my crease on both eyes. Okay, so now I applied the crease shade. I don't know if you guys can even tell. I'm gonna take a dome-shaped brush and use Rebel into my outer V on both eyes. So now my eyeshadow looks like this. I don't even know if you guys can see, but I'm gonna go in with Funny Girl one more time and just put it in the center of each eyelid. And this this is my completed eye look. It's not the best, but it's gonna have to do. Now that I'm done with my eye makeup, I'm just gonna dust off any of the excess translucent powder. So to contour slash bronze, I'm gonna take the Tarteist Pro Glow palette. It is so dirty and very, very well loved. But in this palette, you get 4 highlighter shades. So here's Lit, Strobe, Stunner, and Fire. And then you get 2 bronzing or contouring shades. So you get Sculpt and then Shade. So I'm gonna take the shade Sculpt, which is the powder contour, and I'm just gonna contour the hollows of my cheeks as well as my temples and my jawline, or my non-existent jawline, and then down the bridge of my nose. A trick to bronzing and contouring is to actually drag it upwards instead of downwards so that your face looks lifted instead of your face looking droopy, which makes you look older. I'm also gonna go with a very, very small, dainty brush and sculpt, I guess, my nose. Next, I'm gonna go in with some blush. Today, I'm gonna use the Tarte Amazonian Clay blush, and it's in the shade Partay. Next, I'm gonna be taking a fan brush and going in with the shade Stunner before, and it's a really good highlighting shade for my skin tone. Okay, so now that I've done my complete face and eye makeup, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. This is by far the best setting spray I have ever used. It really holds your makeup and keeps it intact throughout the entire day. I love it. So I'm just gonna apply this through my whole face and let it set everything, I guess, and let it dry before putting on my eyelashes as well as, I guess, the lipstick I'm gonna wear. Okay, so for eyelashes, I like to use the Ardell 110s. These, I find, for my eye shape at least, are way better than the Demi Wispies because they're more natural looking. First, I'm going to curl my eyelashes with 2 eyelash curlers. This one is just like a regular Revlon eyelash curler that you get at the drugstore. And this one is the Shu Uemura, I think that's how you pronounce it, the S curler, which I got a couple years ago maybe, because my friend Serena actually told me that it was so good for like getting the ones like really close to your edge of the eye. So I got it and it's great, and I'll have it linked in the description box below, as well as any of the other products that I mentioned in this video. I make really stupid faces while I'm doing anything with my eyes, so please do not comment on it because I already know that I look stupid. I honestly need like complete concentration while I'm applying fake eyelashes because in no way am I the best, but I am getting better. So I really want to get eyelash extensions again. I used to have eyelash extensions maybe like 2 years ago almost, when I was like in grade 12. I think it's almost 2 years ago. I did like a whole video on it. The ones I got before, I don't even remember what they were, but they were like poking my eyes and would make my eyes really water, so I want to try a different type of eyelash extensions. But they did save me so much time getting ready in the morning, and it just made my life so much easier. They can be really expensive and the maintenance on them is a little bit crazy, but it does save me a lot of time in the morning, so I am considering getting them again. Okay, so while my eyelashes are wow, it's getting really dark. Oh no. Okay, so while my eyelashes are continuing to dry, I'm just gonna finish off my makeup look with the NYX Liquid Suede. Why isn't it focusing? In the shade Soft Spoken. So this is my final makeup look, and it's typically what I do every day. Oh, that's a mattress that we just keep in here. But this is my everyday for when I'm actually putting on makeup. I don't typically do eyeshadow and I don't typically do a lip. Honest to God, I only typically fill in my eyebrows, put on some mascara, and maybe some highlighter. But other than that, this is what I look like if I'm doing a full face, full kind of glam look. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy seeing makeup videos, tell me in the comments down below, because I don't typically do them because I'm not the best at doing makeup. But if you enjoy it, maybe I'll do some more. If at any point you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Follow me on all my social media platforms. They will always be linked in the description box down below. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel to see more content like this, as well as vlogs and some fashion videos. And I will see you guys next time. Love you.